Hello, everybody. How are we doing this evening? So, as promised, I said that we are going to be covering a missing persons case, which is this gentleman right here. We need the public's full awareness, okay? So, pay attention to this. This has a lot of twists and turns. It has to do with someone that was previously on YouTube. This gentleman that you see right here is also a producer. He is very talented young man. His name is Tyler Weathersby. He vanished without a trace from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He's 31 and his family is looking for him. Have been looking for him. How is it connected to YouTube? How is this all connected? Stay tuned and we will go through all of the information. Please don't forget to hit the like when you come in here. Share this out to your friends because that person may know information. At the ticker at the top, you will see all the information that you will need. Also, along with the telephone number, if you have seen Tyler or have any information that could lead to his whereabouts. The number is on the top of the ticker at the very top of the screen. Please, if you have information, call. So on September the 4th, 2024, Tyler disappeared without a trace. Now, I'm going to tell you between the hours of 7 a.m. and 7:45. Why do I say that time? Well, because the time don't match. The timelines aren't adding up. Well, we know how that goes sometimes, right? We know how that goes with the timelines. Things don't start adding up, right? He does have a wife. Her name is Mona Lisa Perez. Okay. He went for a walk. Mona Lisa said that he went for a walk around 7:15, but time is not adding up. But we're going to go ahead and listen to a little bit of um, News Nation covered this story when they first came out. All right. And we're going to have a special guest tonight, someone that is close to this situation. They are live right in the vicinity, and they are wanting to get this information out again because it's kind of not that it's been pushed under the rug. Okay, and I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there was some information that was given out at first. There was a search. There was some people looking like law enforcement and all that, but it stopped. Now, we're going to get into the story, but I want to play you at least what I have from the news, okay? And then we'll get into a little speculation, some theories, what's going around, how it's connected to YouTube. You guys are going to be shocked. You're going to be like, "What? What?" You know, it grabbed my interest right away, and I'm sure that it's going to grab yours too. So, we're going to listen to his brother did an interview. He has a brother named Gregory. They're very close. He hasn't heard from him in over a year. Let me tell you this: Tyler left his house that morning for a normal morning walk. He left without his cell phone and his wallet. Wallet, I could understand, but he didn't take his cell phone. And he normally listens to something as he walks. That's what they say. And he's never returned. Never returned. Okay. Very suspicious to me. Um, but I want you guys to make your own decisions. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, right? We're not over here accusing anyone. We're just going through what has been put out and we'll come to our conclusion. This is not based on, I'm not saying anything as a fact. I'm giving my opinion. This is commentary about what we've gathered so far. There is an active investigation. You cannot FOIA any information because um, they're not going to give it to you. So we'll go ahead and pull this one up on the screen here. This is his brother Gregory, and he did share this about a year ago. The family is just downright distraught over this, as I understand, right? Okay, let's play this.
And if it would help for me to ask some questions, I can do that too. You just let me know what you want.
Yeah, let's probably start off with that.
Okay. Can you share with me, is there like, like when you get together with the family and you tell the same old stories, are there some fun stories that you can share about you and Tyler growing up?
Hey, Twisty. Hey,
Yeah.
Bees. Hey, Chicky Chick.
Tyler, Tyler, he started off working with his hands.
Hey,
Um,
Carol. Miss
Something that
Katie.
he got from my mom and from my grandmother, Catherine.
Cool Rock and Loretta. Good to see you.
Um, we both were like that, both hard workers. You know, my mom is a hard worker. My grandmother, Cat, she was a hard worker. She would pick us up. She would bring us to her house. She taught us how to make money at a young age and how to handle money at a young age.
Yeah. Did you guys play jokes on each other? Work with
So they're actually from 100th and something Cottage Grove, and that's in the Chicagoland area. That's the south side of Chicago. So he, in my opinion, Tyler is street smart, in my opinion. If you're gonna live on the south side, you're gonna know how to do things. I lived in Chicago for several years of my life, go there all the time, half the year there, half the year in the state of Florida. All right, you have to have your wits together to function, to be prosperous, to live in that area. You have to have your head on a swivel at all times, very vigilant on what is around you. Okay, and that's that's just the way it is there. So he's from there. So that's why I got really close to this, because I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then him and his brother, they say this in here. Him and his brother moved to LA because they got an opportunity to audition for some dance. Very talented young man. He has a business, he has a company. The wife is now allegedly the CEO of the said company. Okay. And wait till we talk about the wife. It's going to blow your mind. Okay. It's going to blow your mind. Just you guys got to sit. You just got to stay here and listen. This story is unbelievable.
your hands and do projects together, like
Yeah,
buzz together?
yeah,
Hey, Sarah.
we would do projects together. My grandmother always called him the builder. He would always put things together. He knew how to put things together. Even when he was younger, when he didn't know how to put things together, he would take things apart and try to put it back together. And I think that's
Hey,
what
Nazarene. Good to
he
see you.
was
Hey,
more so
Texas. Good to see
mostly
you.
driven to growing up as well. Piecing things together, seeing things, being brought up around things, experiencing things, learning how to find even broken things and put it back together. Um, Tyler is an all around creative, fashion driven, high goals, and
Super, super. He had fashion shows and in the community in Sioux Falls. Let me tell you, the mayor loved him. Okay. Like was making a name for himself in that community. He was someone that the youth looked up to in that community. He was well known in that community. He had fashion shows in that community. People knew who he was. People knew who he was. He was someone that was super artistic, and people and the youth looked up to him. And he's missing. He's missing.
dreams. Tyler was very shy at a young age. Um, he was real close to me. He was he wasn't like a brother. He was like my son in a way, you know? Like I taught my brother
So sad,
everything
Sarah, right?
he wanted to be.
What
He
kind of,
wanted to be
sorry.
just like me, you know? He saw me do things and he wanted to emulate those things. He wanted to have nice clothes, drive nice cars, have money, um, have a family. Uh,
So let
Tyler
me
was
jump to
was
right here.
always curious about different things. Um, and growing up, we both started dancing. He saw me dance first. Um, we grew up in a rough area in Chicago. I was getting pulled into the streets at a young age, and he saw me doing certain things and wanted to do it as well. I saw my brother looking up at me and doing the same things that I was doing, and I wanted to make a change. So he made a change too. We both started dancing, and that took a lot of time away from the negativity in Chicago that we was brought up around. You know, you see people with nice things, nice cars, clothes, money, women, and you want those things too. And I feel like that was one of Tyler's things is he sometimes he would pull on what he wanted and not be able to type of like he wouldn't be able to. I can't think of the word off the top of my head right now.
It's okay.
It's so sad. Like his family, have been looking for them. All right. So we're gonna go here and see what where the concern to the family. So we'll jump here. Go ahead and play it.
Were you concerned about how he was doing?
While he was in South Dakota, or
Because there has been some theories that have been around. Okay, like he was the wife said during an interview with someone and told the family that he was struggling with psychosis. Well, the brother talked to him sometimes multiple times a day, and he's like, no, my brother wasn't ever been. Well, I'll let the family tell you, but then the story changed. Okay, the wife's story then changed, allegedly, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
just
was
kind of leading up to everything that's happened here in the last while.
yeah, that's something that I've been dealing with personally. Is just like, damn, like I should have never let him go. And I wanted the best. I wanted the best for him. I wanted him to be able to start his own life and be his own man, and not be my shadow. Like spread his wings. He's super talented. Tyler's very talented, very smart, very creative. It's even him being my younger brother. It's things about him that I look up to. Tyler used to always tell me, even recently, like literally just had a conversation with him before this even happened about him being alone, feeling so alone, not having friends, not having the proper people in his life. And it just, this whole situation amazes me. It amazes me, like granted, I'm thankful. I'm very, very appreciative of everybody that's contributing and helping, even the people that don't know Tyler. But with these conversations that I would have with my brother and feeling so alone and saying that he don't have friends and don't have nobody, like, and for some of these people to come out the woodworks claiming to be friends and claiming to do all of these different things and stuff like that is like, well, where were you? Because I don't know why my brother would come to me and tell me that he don't have no friends, that he's alone. Him and his wife would tell me the same thing all the time. Like, I'm alone. We're so alone here. They just canceled us after our fashion show. They literally had to stop. They literally had to stop their clothing brand and start something new because they didn't have the support anymore. And granted, this is a different type of situation. And I know she appreciates the support. As a family, we appreciate the support. But it's certain individuals that are using this as a means to get some type of attention or to be involved when really you wasn't really involved in my brother's life, not on a deep level, maybe on a business aspect, but not on a deep personal level. um I will say my
Yes, he's been
whole
missing
intention
19 months.
is finding Tyler. I've never accused anyone. I'm not accusing anyone. My only thing is, as an older brother, I've raised suspicion. The same thing with everybody else. Everybody else has raised suspicion about this incident as well. It's not normal. Tyler is an influencer. Tyler is very connected. Tyler is a business entrepreneur and mogul. I cannot see my brother leaving the home leaving his home without a phone,
So this
without a
is him
walk.
walking. This was caught on cam, on someone's camera in front of their house in the morning there. Okay. And this was, I'm going to say between 7 a.m. and 7:45 because the times have changed with who, the wife said one thing and then things just didn't add up. All right. And this was in the very beginning with the brother coming out. And as things unfolded, they're not always what they seem, in my opinion. All right. Now keep in mind he was an influencer. Mona Lisa Perez, influencer still today. Prior incident on YouTube that will rock your world. You're going to have to wait and find out.
Without any of his electronics, anything at all like that. That's not normal. I received a text message the morning of the 5th, saying that Tyler
Very nice
went on a
neighborhood.
daily walk, his normal daily walk at 7:45 a.m. and that I needed to call. So I called that person. I asked questions. I listened. I more so listened than interrogated or assumed. It just didn't sound right at all. While I was on the phone call, they said that he was facing psychosis. That didn't add up to me at all. My brother has never been mentally evaluated, diagnosed with anything at all. My brother was perfectly fine the days that I talked to him before. Um, he was probably stressed because he has a newborn baby and he's also taking care of 2 more children and a wife and trying to figure out career goals and make the proper connections and put it all together as a man. So it surprised me. I didn't say anything about it at that moment. I just took it in. I made a post a couple days later. I made a post
Yeah, it was his
because
daily
there was a
walk.
group that was formed called Search for Tyler.
Every single day he went for this walk, and the guests will explain like what his habits were, how that they know him, and but there are some things that are very suspicious. But I'm going to let until the guest comes up to tell you about the things that was suspicious to her, and the people surrounding this area. Okay, very, 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 very close to the situation. Watch it all unfold, and then a year or 19 months later, what's happening there now? Red flags like no other, in my opinion. Okay. I'm not an investigator, I'm not a detective. There is a private investigator that's been hired by the family. I did reach out. They will be watching. So, hi, Mr. Detective or PI. Good to see you. Please welcome, welcome in and listening. If I make a mistake and I need to correct something, please let me know. I will be more than happy to correct any mis or disinformation that I don't mean to get put out bad information. So, if I have something wrong, let me know. I will immediately correct it. Um, but the red flags everywhere for me, okay, with this situation. And whenever I give you the rest of the story, you're going to be like, oh Lord. Okay. I'm not trying to keep you guys like on it, but I have to tell you, it's mostly important to get out Tyler's story and not about what the other story is, because this gentleman is still missing. All right. He's still missing.
Or Search for Tyler Weathersby, something like that. I went in that group and I thanked everyone in that group.
And I appreciate everybody for
Thank
coming
the
in.
person whoever formed the group for putting a group together, for getting these search parties together. Like I was really grateful to see how the community came together and worked together to find Tyler. So I thanked everyone for that. But I also pointed out that there has been false narratives about Tyler having a mental illness or some type of mental instability, claiming that he has psychosis when he does not have psychosis. I pointed that out, and I would say not even 20 to 30 minutes later, my post was deleted. That was the first thing. I immediately was like, okay, why would they delete a family member's post, especially his brother? I'm like Tyler's dad. Like I literally took care of Tyler. Anything Tyler needed, I would do for Tyler. I would go to the end of the world for Tyler. Like and you deleted my post, and it wasn't disrespectful. It wasn't offensive at all. It was a post actually thanking you all and saying for whoever it was that created the group, it was only 4 administrators and that's in control that could have deleted the post. And it was like, wow, like I thanked you. And I basically said, like, these are false narratives. That's my opinion, you know, that's my relationship with my brother. And my post was deleted after that. So
I believe so,
that was
Twisty.
the first thing that started to raise suspicion with me. That's just like, okay, this is odd. Then I saw a video going around online of my brother taking his daily walk at 7:15 a.m., which was another thing that alarmed me and was like, wow, well, I was told that he left the house at 7:45 a.m. Why is it a video of Tyler already having his morning daily walk at 7:15 a.m.? Then another thing was strange because I received a missed call from that person the same day that my brother ended up missing. 18 minutes after they said that he left the house at 7:45 a.m., which was weird. And I was like, okay, it had to be one or the other. I had to receive a call from him or this other person.
Which would have been the wife. And I believe that the wife is the only one that mentioned that Tyler was experiencing a psychosis episode.
So that raised suspicion as well. But it just the story just wasn't lining up. The description they gave originally wasn't lining up. The timeline wasn't lining up. I wasn't
Yes,
accusing
we all
anyone. I'm
got
not accusing
questions,
anyone
honey.
at all. I'm just saying, okay, like the timeline isn't adding up. The things that's coming out right now is proving that this is not adding up. So what's going on? There has to be
PG.
something deeper than that. And for not only me, but other people to see this as well and question this as well, there's something serious going on. There's a serious problem going on. And I honestly don't understand why the Sioux Falls Police Department and detectives that's on this case could not clearly see that within the first 24 to 48 hours. And that is the most crucial time in situations like this. Why wasn't there questions asked immediately? Why wasn't police procedure put in place immediately to find my brother? And granted, this is not Tyler's not the only person that's missing. So it makes me think like, what are you guys really doing in Sioux Falls to find these people that's missing? Tyler is not the only one. Tyler is one of I hear of 30 plus other people that's been missing in South Dakota. So what is not only the city doing, but what is the state doing? Who needs to be involved in this?
Buddy, we've been preaching that from the rooftops for a long time. We do not understand why they don't come in like a wrecking ball when someone goes missing. Even children, they're just like, oh, well. And here's what they say when an adult goes missing, especially whenever they're like, hey, this isn't normal. Like they just didn't walk out. Like the phone's there, the wallet's there. They need to eat, right? People need to eat when you leave. You need to drink. So, like, no credit card usage, nothing being used. We don't know, Gregory. Let me tell you that, honey. We wish we had the answers. We ask every police department the same questions, and they never give us good answers. Okay, they never do. They never do.
And then it's hard because you receive so many different opinions and backlash from people thinking that they know you, thinking that they know your family members, thinking that they know what you should or should not do. When this problem, this isn't easy. A missing person's case is not easily funded, and it will take more than just a GoFundMe, you know, to get the proper funds and the proper resources with people involved. We need the police department. We need detectives. We need private investigators. We need dog searches. We need dive teams. We need all of these different things. Plus, I'm not the type of person that dives into all of these criminal cases and watching criminal TV shows or know exactly what my brother may need to come home. But I'm sure it's going to take more for me to just come down to South Dakota and walk down the street and knock on everybody's doors and say, hey, have you seen my brother? You know, it's way more complex. It's way more complex than that. And also, our family is spread out all over the states. Like my sister is out the country. She doesn't even live here, you know? And it's like, first and foremost, I don't even understand. I didn't understand why my brother's home wasn't even offered as an accommodation for the family to come down and participate and help search.
Really? They didn't, the wife didn't open the doors to you and say, yeah, you guys can stay here while you go search for my husband, your family member, your brother, your son. That seems a little odd to me. But you know, okay, carry on.
Come together as a family and put our funds together as a family to help bring Tyler home. We I received the text that morning. I was the only person that received the text. I called. I was the only person that called until I let my family members know. No one, no one on Tyler's side of the family was reached out to at all, period. Even after 24 hours, I was the only one that received the text. No one was called directly. And I
No
just
one called you directly and they have a miss. What? Mm, 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 mm.
I wonder why. I felt like I should have known prior to 24 hours. The family should have known prior to 24 hours. Why wasn't the family alerted? Even I don't know if the police was supposed to alert us. I don't know if the wife should have alerted us. Maybe she should. Maybe she shouldn't have. Maybe she's not obligated to. But this is how I feel. These are my feelings, and I feel like I have the right to feel however I feel. The family should have been contacted, not after 24 hours. I know if I had a wife and my wife went for a walk without a phone, without a wallet, and she had some type of mental breakdown or mental instability going on, psychosis, whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't even let my wife leave the house, especially without a phone.
Say it again, my friend. Okay, say that part. Okay, that part. Red flies. Wait till you see the rest of this. This going rock your world. Okay. All right, we're gonna listen to this, and then my special guest is in the back studio, so we're gonna hear from them. So let's listen to Mr. Greg out here, and about to get spicy.
Phone and without a wallet. And if my wife did leave the house without a phone or a wallet, I would be trying to track her down within the first hour, within the first
Amen.
2 hours,
That part.
3 hours. I'm calling family, I'm calling friends, I'm calling mentors,
Absolutely.
I'm calling business partners, whoever.
Everybody.
I'm calling the police department, I'm calling hospitals. I'm trying to see where my wife is. It's this is deeper than a missing persons case. This is way deeper than what any of us know.
What would you want to say to the person that needs to call police with their tip?
I would say that please do call the Sioux Falls Police Department if you know anything, any valuable.
That number is at the top of my ticker, on the very top. It has all the information. How much he was, 6 foot tall, 155 pounds. He has dark hair, dark eyes. He was wearing a white t-shirt. That information is on the ticker, and along with the police department's phone number if you have any information.
That may lead to bringing Tyler home, that may lead to finding out what happened. Even if you do send it to the police department, you can send it to me directly as a backup. This GoFundMe was started a few days ago. We did reach our goal on the GoFundMe. There was people that were still messaging me saying that they want to donate still. They want to continue
And I believe that the family did hire a private investigator, and that's who we have communication with. It's still being investigated, so doesn't find that it's appropriate to like give an official statement at this time because everything is still being investigated. But he said he'd listen, and I want information corrected if I give a false information here. So this right here is Tyler. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our special guest, and she can add more to our story. My ex uncle wife took her stepson that was 6 years old back in 1973. She had a 6-month-old baby at home. She disappeared and no information. Oh, wow, Miss DMJ. Oh, my goodness. When did this occur? This happened September 24th. He went missing on, I'm sorry, not 24th, September 4th, 2024. September 4th, 2024. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say the 24th in the year of 2024. So, and nothing. He hasn't been found. Nothing. But then now we're gonna hear we're gonna hear some more stuff. Okay, DMJ, that's crazy. Okay, Dog Mom, you're up here. Thank you for joining us tonight. So I'm sure that you are watching now. Tell us about what was going on, how you know Tyler a little bit, if you feel comfortable. Only say what you feel comfortable
Yep.
saying. But welcome to the stage and give us the rundown, and then we're gonna go and get into the other part of the story, if you know what I mean. She may mute herself once in a while because she does have dogs. So if she
Yep,
does,
I
she'll be
sure
back.
do. Well, first off, thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this.
Absolutely.
I do, so you probably will hear them bark. Yes. So I want to thank you first and foremost for doing this. I greatly appreciate it. I know the family appreciates it. So
Yes.
thank you. I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm like close with Tyler. I live in the neighborhood. Um, my home is in his walking path where he would walk past my home every day, multiple times a day. He would walk his dog, and that's kind of how we started talking, is we would talk about our dogs. And then he just kind of told me how he was from Chicago and his whole life, everything he accomplished. And I just kept thinking to myself, gosh, this kid is 31 and he seems so accomplished and just such an amazing human.
Can you tell us
Nice,
the
very
story?
respectful,
Can you tell us
and
the
kind of one
story
of
about
those
the
people
dog?
that you just kind of fall in love with right away.
Can you
So
tell us the
when he ended
story?
up missing,
Can you tell us the story about
the
his
dog.
dog?
Okay. I didn't know like at what point you wanted to do that.
That's okay, honey.
Yep. So he had this dog. Yes, the dog. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me, right?
Yes,
Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. He had this dog and he was training her, and she was just a puppy. Okay. So the puppy, he was training her, and he would tell me that this dog was his life, his everything. I joked around with him all the time saying, if you ever wanted to find a home for her, she can come live with me. And he'd say, over my dead body, absolutely not. She's mine. So he goes missing, and I find out within the 24 hours of him being missing, the wife got rid of his dog.
Did you guys hear that? 24 hours after Tyler went missing, the dog that he loved a lot, like would tell Dog Mom how much he loved this dog. She gave the dog away 24 hours after he went missing. Okay, go ahead.
24 hours. Along with other belongings. Everything he owned was gone within that first week. His car, his clothing, every stitch of him was out of that home that first week.
So
And everything that comes out of my mouth is, as Lady K says, our opinions and allegedly.
right. Everything is just what she is basing her observation on. It's not to be stated as a fact. This is pure speculation, what she has observed, and that she feels, that she in her heart feels. Okay. So that's the red flag to me. The dog's gone, the car's gone, the clothes are gone within the first week. Okay. So that to me is very wild. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up her on the news talking about it, and then we'll continue. Okay. Okay, let me pull this up in the StreamYard, add the stage. And this, who you're going to see here, is her name is Mona Lisa Perez. I don't know why the
Sounds good.
name. Okay, so here we go.
I'm Brian Allen. About a year ago, South Dakotans began hearing of a Sioux Falls man who had vanished in the morning hours of September 4th.
On this 1-year anniversary of Tyler Weatherby's disappearance, Beth
I
Warren
know.
questions a year later. It's a First Alert update here at 6 o'clock.
I never would have imagined that we would still be here a year later with no answers.
Mona Lisa Perez says she's finding her way since her husband Tyler Weathersby was last seen near I-29 in Madison in Sioux Falls a year ago. Often a target of accusations on social media and the taunting feelings of abandonment and shame, she chooses joy.
I choose every single day to look through the lens of beauty and finding that light again, because it's so easy for me to look through that other lens.
An investigation into Tyler Weathersby's disappearance is open and active. Lieutenant Aaron Nyberg says we remain in contact with Tyler's family and follow up on all tips that are reported to us about his possible whereabouts. We have had the case reviewed by outside agencies and continue to review and investigate leads as they develop.
Brought in the FBI to look and to see from different type of point of views.
Mona Lisa is in frequent conversation with the police and is grateful for their work. There are times she opens her garage door and she has questions.
Now look, is he in here?
Despite the unknown location of her husband, she's carved out some time for things that help her cope, like thrifting for clothes.
Yes, fashion is definitely an armor for me and always has been. When I'm feeling sad and down, I will put on a good outfit.
A recent photo shoot tells the story of her last year.
Going through so much pain and heartache and rising again and being able to use my voice, because my voice has been so silenced, not just in this season, but throughout my whole life.
She's written an e-course for others to find their voice.
Call it the VEA.
She written an e-course for others. I wonder, that kind of sounds like our friend Corey Richens writing a book for the children about when their dad passes away. Okay, you guys know where I'm going. I'm going to do my best to be calm, collected, refrained, and just put information out. So if I start getting a little buck wild,
It's
please reel
wild.
me in. Please, because what I'm about to show you guys is unhinged. Okay, but I'm gonna try. I'm trying to do accurate.
Calm
reporting here.
down. Calm
Right?
down, Norma.
Okay, like, oh, child.
So voice, experience, and activate. And we go
Ugh.
and we learn together on what those three things mean.
The content of someone's character.
And a word for others going through a painful chapter in life.
Lean on God and
Let's get
your
this
support
party
system, and that
started.
you are not alone, and that you can and you will overcome whatever it is that you are going through.
When her kids ask about their dad, she shows them pictures.
We all just hope that he's okay, that he's somewhere,
He's
truly,
somewhere. Oh,
and
God, what the fuck?
that he is so, so loved. We really, really do miss him. Yeah.
In Sioux Falls, Beth Warden.
Okay, so there's that. Bree Twisty, my spidey sensor off the chart. I'm telling you. Hello, Uncle Larry. Let me sit down before I lose a chickie. I'm telling you. I think dog mom is on a little bit of a delay. So if she speaks and it sounds a little out of, I think she's on a delay, and that's okay. Well, we'll work through it. It's not a big deal. All right. So that is her talking about, a year later that I'm doing my seasons and I'm doing my stuff and I'm making me.
I'm doing my
pictures.
mantra.
Yeah, I'm like,
Breathe in, breathe
wow.
out.
So let's not forget, Tyler he went missing on September 4th, 2024. All right. He's still missing. There is an active case going. You
It's all
cannot-
about her.
Yeah. And any of the interviews that goes back to what she's doing, how she's trying to heal. In my opinion, what I've watched thus far, and you guys can Google all this, you guys can find it on YouTube, you can find it everywhere. But Mona Lisa has quite the reputation on YouTube. Would you like to see it? And why my spidey senses, as soon as Dog Mom told me, I'm like, what it was about. And he was kind of like, didn't you say to me that like the governor or the mayor of your area was really enjoyed Tyler.
Everybody say yes.
Oh, she's behind. She'll catch him. Okay. So
Yes, he was. There's several pictures of the two of them together. He was very well liked here.
yeah, that's what was shared with me as well. So here is a little bit about what has happened. She said that, you remember she just said in
Am I
that
really
clip.
that far behind?
Yeah, I can. What I probably will do is I'm going to kick you and then come back in. Okay. I'm going to kick you off the thing and then come back in. Leave studio. Oh, I don't want to leave studio. I mean, her leave studio. So I'm going to remove her and then she'll have to come back in. So, because she's way behind, but she was sitting in the back too. But, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and bring up who she is. Okay. Who the wife is, why my spidey senses went up more. And we're going to dig into it. Okay. You're going to be like, get the hell out of here. Okay. Here we go. As soon as she comes back, I'll bring her up. Make sure the volume's up. Okay.
My channel. For more than a month, Mona Lisa Perez said her boyfriend had been begging her to launch his YouTube channel with a bang. On June 26th last year, she says she finally gave in. Perez told investigators that Pedro Ruiz had showed her a book before where a bullet did fully pierce a hardcover book.
I'm going to stand behind it, and Mona Lisa is going to shoot it.
19-year-old Perez is 7 months pregnant with their second child. Transcript of the audio reveals her hesitation. Babe, I'm not doing this. I can't. If I kill you, what's going to happen to my life? Like, no, this isn't okay. As long as you hit the book, you'll be fine, Ruiz says.
Pretty much ready to go to heaven right now. If I die, I'll be ready for Jesus. He probably won't accept me into the pearly gates because how stupid this is. But I have confidence. I'm going to be showing you guys on.
Yep. And she did it.
This
Okay,
is
let's
the
see,
dumbest thing I've ever seen.
So let's see if we're caught up. Are we caught up?
Can you hear me okay now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Okay.
This is
now
the
we're caught up.
dumbest stunt I think I've ever heard.
Okay. This is, I was like, she did what now? And she did. And he died. Okay. He
Yup.
died. And you remember that, Twisty? This is the Mona Lisa. This is Tyler's wife. This is Tyler, missing Tyler's wife. This is missing Tyler's wife.
The influencer.
The influencer. Okay. Like what? So for you, I have a question for you guys. Hey, Angela, good to see you. So what do you guys think? Like, is it just a coincidence? Two people, like, about a, first one, accident. Okay. Now Tyler's missing. Like, what are you guys feeling in the chat? You got to talk to me here. I'm going crazy. Like, I'm like, am I reading too much into this?
Because I think you're on the same page where I'm at.
Yeah. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
So what is she? So the clothes are gone, the dog's gone, the car's gone. Still no hide or hair of Tyler. All right. He has not called
and
his
boyfriends.
family.
We've got boyfriends.
Oh, we have some boyfriends now. We have a boyfriend.
Yes,
And
boyfriends. Yeah.
allegedly she's moving now, which is a year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, she's moving out of the home, but allegedly his name was Pedro and Mona Lisa were married, and allegedly there was an insurance policy. Am I right, Dog Mom?
Allegedly, yes.
Okay, so financially, in my opinion, Mona Lisa held the money, in my opinion.
That would
You know
be
what
my
I mean?
opinion as well.
And do you know if there's a life insurance policy on Tyler?
I can't be 100% certain, but knowing how Tyler's business sense was, I'm gonna assume yes.
Okay.
I don't see how he wouldn't.
Right. I mean, I don't know that. I haven't verified it. So allegedly, we're gonna say that with every bit of the meaning of the word allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Right.
here is I have something else. They said that they did testing on that, right? So I know this is going to be a little bit, let me tell you, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, okay? Because I'm going to show you guys
Mhm.
something that, let me see, did I go too far? Let me see. I have a video that they put this to the test. Well, we'll watch this here for a second. Okay.
Beezer is correct.
What'd
More
she
red
say?
flags here than hurricane season.
Right?
More red flags here than hurricane season.
I'm telling you.
That's why I brought it to you. I knew that you would be the one that you would pick this up and run with it.
I'm just like, what in the world? Okay, like what in the world? So here is a little bit more information and then it explains, but I have something I want you guys to watch because they said that they had tested this, right? Well, someone put this to the test and I got to find my video on it. So we'll watch this while I try to find it.
That just days before Tyler went missing, she allegedly inquired about his life insurance policies.
Oh, so she did. That's probably why I was like, because I heard it. Oh, Lord Jesus, help us.
2017, Mona Lisa Perez, who was just 20 years old at the time, tragically took the life of her former boyfriend, Pedro Ruiz III, who was also the father of her 2 children. During a YouTube stunt, Pedro held a thick book close to his chest, believing it would be capable of stopping a bullet. But as you can probably imagine, this would turn out to be a grave mistake, as the bullet would pierce through the book and fatally wounded him. The incident was captured on camera, and Mona Lisa later pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter before she was sentenced to 180 days in jail, with a plea agreement that prohibited her from profiting off the video and barred her from owning firearms for life. So with this story in mind, it cannot be ignored that if Tyler is found to be deceased, Mona Lisa Perez will therefore be connected to multiple spousal deaths, which is certainly something worth looking into, especially given her alleged inquiry into Tyler's life insurance policies. However, it must be said that no substantial links to Tyler's case have been found so far, and reports indicate that the incident involving her ex-boyfriend was nothing more than an accident. But nonetheless, determined to uncover the truth, the Weathersby family have since hired a private investigation agency to further explore every possible lead. But at least for now, there is still no definitive theory that has come to light, meaning Tyler's family can only continue to advocate for public support with the hopes that they can bring their loved one home, or at the very least, find the answers that they so desperately deserve.
Isn't that insanity? Like, I'm sorry, that is probably OnlyFans. Lord Jesus. Hope Sioux Falls police weren't trained by TBI, right? Like we, you mean Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
We're
right.
We're a bunch of Barney Fifes here. I'm telling you.
I mean, like we're not investigators. We're just some people that see some stuff on the internet. We got to talk about it, honey. Okay. But I want to make sure that I share this throughout because I don't want anyone, I don't want this to be mainly focused on her. Okay. Because we do have someone that is currently still missing. All right. Tyler Weathersby. He's missing and people need to find him. Okay. We need to find him. We need to find him. We need to know where he's at. All right. So and here's another conversation with Mona Lisa.
I mean, there are so many conspiracies.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies, but here she is. And there's always conspiracies around missing situations. Okay. There just is. But this is so wild to me. Okay. This is just so wild to me.
Bizarre. It's bizarre.
I want to talk about seasons of suffering and kind of just my experience and just to have a conversation. But I first want to start out with a poem that I wrote the other day, which then led me to creating a like 40-second short film, which brought so much joy and happiness to my heart. Because if you know creatives, artists, what keeps us going through times of suffering is definitely creating and putting that energy into something purposeful. And before I did this 40-second short film, which I'm going to insert it into this right now, might as well just watch it real quick.
Okay, let's watch it.
No matter what's taken from me, my light will be felt.
I can't even do this with a straight face. Oh my God. Oh my
I'm back
heavens,
here laughing.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Okay, I had to put myself on mute. No, she didn't. This is her suffering.
How does this correlate with how does this
Tyler?
correlate with a missing yeah, I was gonna say, how does this correlate with a missing husband?
Okay, wait. I gotta reel it back in. Reel it back in. Hey, aggressive. Good to see you. I gotta reel it back in because you know me. Like I'll go there, and it's hard for me not to go
Breathe.
there. So, yes, we're breathing now. We're gonna play and breathe. Play and breathe. Lord help
Even
us.
in my pain, I will create beauty. Even when unseen,
breathe in, breathe
I will
out.
make myself visible, and I will inspire others to do the same. Beauty, pain, rain, and growth, it all goes together. So you might as well.
You know, when I made it past the first suffering of Pedro and I thought to myself, and I constantly would think, like I will never have to endure this type of suffering and pain again. And man, throughout like the past 7 years, like, I'll never have to endure, you know, something like that again. Like,
insert
you
crocodile
just think after you endure so much suffering and pain in your life and you make it out of it, it's like you feel like you conquered something, that you're on top of the.
Is this normal? Is this normal? Yeah, if you look at her Facebook page, you'd be beside yourself. You'll be like, all the way back in the beginning, like as soon as he went missing, like, you know, you got to leave space for the family. Like the family's going to have suspicion. They're going to say things. They're going to be upset.
Yep.
And the mom, wasn't Tyler's
all about
mom?
her.
Yeah, it's been all about her. And nothing really too much about Tyler. Like he's out here missing. What if someone has him in like a crate somewhere?
Yeah,
okay?
Tyler's
like,
mom was, he's and exactly. What's sad is Tyler's mom was here. She went home. She jumped on the plane and went home the day before he went missing.
Yeah, she was visiting.
So on
right?
the 3rd, she got on the plane, went back home. Mom says that Tyler was fine.
So if she,
Yep,
so he
she was
just
visiting the
suddenly
new
went,
grandbaby.
right? Because they have a new baby, and I'm
That
not
there
show
was
any
no
pictures or
indication
anything.
of any psychoses.
Right. Yeah.
Apparently.
You know, woo. Okay, let's keep listening. Now, this is a conversation with Mona Lisa, who
and
where
her
did this come
stories
from?
have changed so many times. It's
so. Okay, let's go.
The world. And yes, in between there's little sufferings and stuff that you have to go through because it's life, but not something like what happened with Pedro and I. And then now I'm in a season of so much pain, so much suffering, and like so much pleading with God. Like, why? why me? Why my kids? Why Tyler? Like his family? Like why us? All I could go back to when I constantly ask these questions is I hear Jesus, I hear God.
Baby, don't everybody find Jesus. Hold him up. Hold him up. No, everybody. Okay, I'm not gonna say. Just keep listening. Let's just keep listening. We're just gonna keep listening, honey.
And I hear his promises of promise of restoration. And he spoke that over
Keep
to me one
reading.
night when I was really down in the dumps. It was right before Christmas actually. And I was in bed and man, I didn't want to in that moment. I really had thoughts of like I would be better off not here. Like my kids would be better off if I wasn't here. And I was pleading to Jesus. I was like, please just let me hear you. Like I need some hope. I really need to hear something from you because right now I don't feel worthy. I don't feel like I should even be here right now. And I was in bed and it was nighttime and I did my nightly prayer and I was almost asleep and I hear God's voice and he goes, Isaiah 4. And I wasn't reading the book of Isaiah then. I've never read the book of Isaiah. So I'm like, Isaiah 4. And I was going to.
She wanted to make sure you guys knew she inserted, I have now completed the book of Isaiah since this recording. Okay. And so what? Who cares? Okay. Like, I don't know what it is, but I guess because I seen her Facebook page, she has a YouTube channel. This is her YouTube channel, y'all.
Oh, good night.
This is right up off her YouTube channel, honey. See, looky. There we go. 11 months ago. She done put this up there, Mona Lisa Perez. So I'm not doxing her. She uses her whole entire name. All right. Lord Jesus, help us all.
To disobey that and not listen. And then I hear again, Isaiah 4. Go to Isaiah 4. And I'm like, okay. And I get up, I get my Bible, and then I get my Bible on my phone. And I go to Isaiah 4. And the first thing that pops up is one of God's promises of restoration. And I remember that moment. I needed it so bad, so bad. I remember that moment of just peace coming over me. And Jesus was with me. And I've never felt that peace in my life. I felt for the first time that everything.
Does anybody else notice that she is forcing herself to cry here?
I wanted it to stay for so long.
Yeah. It's almost not like a cry. It's almost like a whiny, and let me squint my eyes. I'm sorry, but I don't know if anyone's ever lost anybody, like not missing, but like lost someone and they went to heaven. But
yeah,
you can't really speak really about him for a long time and without bawling. And here's the deal. A lot of people say, well, everybody's mourning's different. Okay, well, I get that, but this person's missing. I would be frantic. Like, I would have something on the bottom of my screen here. If you know where Tyler, something, she's a creator. She says she's an influencer. Can you have something running during your little videos?
And by the time,
Go ahead, Dog Mom. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Exactly. And by the time she did this video, he had only been, because this was what, 11 months old? 11 months ago.
Yeah.
This was about 11 months ago she did this video.
Yeah, this was 11 months ago.
Right?
Yeah,
11 months ago. So he wasn't missing all that long.
No. Nope. Isn't that crazy?
Yep. So he hasn't been missing that long when she did this. And again, there's nothing indicating that she even cares that he's gone.
So here's one of them together. Let's because I can't listen no more.
Sad.
I believe in Jesus and God's gonna save me and life is what it is. Okay, like I can't do that now. So we're gonna share this and this is them together. This is what does having a sound mind mean to you? Mental health awareness. People being people podcast episode 3. This is her and Tyler together. Let's see what Tyler's outlook is and let's see where his mind's at.
Distracted.
Oh, let me see what date this is. This was 2 years ago. Their company was called Wake. Okay. There's still the website here. It's still blue, still active. All right. Let's see what this says when I hit it. Online shopping. So that's the company he invented. She is now allegedly the CEO of.
I know, right? Because these things are such a distraction, yo.
Yeah, these
You know,
phones.
they are.
They are.
We are like living in the Matrix.
For real.
We like it's iRobot. We missed it, yo. It flew right over our head. See, you had to hide your phone under the sweatpants, just so you won't touch your phone.
I know.
I kind of need mine right here. So I mean,
Yo,
discipline.
oh my goodness. Why all of a sudden like, oh yeah.
The weather.
I know it is gloomy
I
outside.
thought it was April showers bring May flowers.
I guess this time it's May flowers bring
May showers.
showers bring June flowers.
Oh no, man. The
We're
rain.
almost in June.
The rain. Hey, it's kind of a vibe this morning though.
Yeah, no, for
The
sure.
weather's all breezy. It feels good. Feels
Yeah.
moist.
Moist.
Are we allowed to say that word?
I honestly, I don't get the point when people are like, moist. That's such a gross word. I've never felt that way. I don't think. I think I used to no. I think I just would be like, ew, moist, because everyone else would be like, ew, moist, the word moist. So I would just copy and be like,
Moist.
does that word bother you?
It don't bother me either. You know what I mean? I just
No.
thought I don't know what we're allowed to say these days or do these days.
Oh, why? Because cancel culture.
You know what I mean? Like people love thinking and assuming stuff. I don't know what it is.
Corny with that Illuminati mess. Paparazzi, I'm so reckless when I rock. Y'all haters corny. Y'all haters corny. Y'all haters corny. Y'all haters corny. Y'all haters corny with that.
Of being a human, beyond that, is
Bizarre.
the ability to have hope and faith beyond sight. Have a sound mind. Because speaking in terms of Mental Health Awareness Month, I think that can take a toll on our mental health when we're analyzing our own faults all the time and where we went wrong and the things we did, what we did to somebody, what somebody did to us, what we saw on our phone today. This person across the world living the best life and I'm here doing whatever. We just analyze stuff all the time and it can become tiring, especially when you're trying to love yourself, but you have so many people depending on you, or you have no one to depend on, or you have no one depending on you. You feel lonely. It's so many factors that comes into play when it, comes to our mental health. But I've been on this journey lately where I think it just all comes back to love and forgiveness. You know what I mean? Just reminding yourself to forgive yourself all the time, to forgive others.
Yeah, it's hard.
Teaching yourself how to love yourself.
You and I have to, we constantly are forgiving each other, even when it's super, super hard. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing that, forgiveness can be hard, but when you do forgive, it's like you let go of it and you're like, oh, I can let go of it. But, I think it all comes down to,
How you been feeling this Mental Health Awareness Month?
For the most part, I've been feeling good, to be quite honest. Like, I'm really pushing myself to be happy. I have, it's hard for me to be a happy person. And I've said this before and I've voiced it before.
Really? You don't say, Mona Lisa Perez. What you so sad about? Because what you did before or what you thinking about then? I don't know. But interesting.
Honestly, to the whole world.
Bing boing dong.
To be happy for me, but I think when I stop thinking about why can't I be happy? Why can't I, why can't I be like this or that? When I just live in the moment and
But what Twisty said is right. He was very level-headed.
Yeah, he sounds very level-headed. And this was only 2 years old and he's been missing 19 months. So for me, the guy doesn't sound like he's slipping away or he's having a mental crisis in that time. All right. Hey, Cinnamon Girl, good to see you. So for me,
19 months.
you know, I don't know. And the family has said on multiple occasions that he didn't have problems
Right.
with that.
Because like I said, because her narrative at one point was mushrooms.
Right, yeah, that he had taken some mushrooms, but that still doesn't. Where is he then? Even if he did something unfortunate happen, he would have a body like laying around,
Sorry,
right?
you probably hear
Like
my
nothing.
dogs.
That's okay. He would have like some type of remains would be found, right?
Yeah, mushrooms.
And people have been searching for him. The community that he lived in, they had their own search parties.
There'd
People
be
are now,
and someone would have noticed.
yeah,
Yeah, you would think.
absolutely, Twisty. Absolutely. It's wild to me. This whole thing is wild to me. Wonder, oh yeah, I
Yeah,
don't I
we've
have
been
all of
searching
my
every weekend. We get together and we've been searching since he went missing.
Rockin' Loretta says, why isn't my name green? Because I've turned off all of my stuff because I'm getting ready to do the Epstein files information starting April 1st. And I wanted it all taken care of because it's hard to not be in the red in the YouTube studio whenever you cover that stuff because of what it's about. So I made sure that I stopped it in the middle of the month. So because monetization, there's no members, there's no super chats, there's nothing because I want to be able to share the content that I want and it'll get triggered and removed if I'm monetized. So I want to do what I want over here. So I'll have different pay links and stuff like that. So everybody's one color. Isn't that a lovely world to live in if we were all one color? Okay, here we go.
It's a new day.
Yeah.
That pressure gets
I'm
off, like
excited
it comes
for
off
it.
of me, you know?
Yeah.
And so like honestly, for the most part, like of course there's days where I'm like, oh man, like it's crazy. Okay, I'm jumping all around because I have a lot of coffee in my body right now. This is my like second cup, and as you
Yes,
guys
you
can
would.
see, this
Geeked
is a
up.
big coffee cup.
Geeked up
But
on the coffee.
going back, to be quite honest, oh my goodness, now my head is all over the place.
You
what were
know,
no, I had something.
we are working towards a sound mind. It's okay. It'll come back to
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
We are
no.
working towards a sound mind. You know, that's what life
Oh,
is
what was
about.
I gonna say? Okay, I'm taking off these glasses. I need to take these off. Okay.
What were we gonna say? Just pretend, girl. Don't let them see you.
Don't let them
Don't
see
let
you
'em see you
sweat,
sweat.
girl. Yeah, that's
You
how I'm
have to
feeling
take
right
the
now.
shades off.
Yeah.
So to me, he doesn't seem like anyone that's struggling. He doesn't seem like anyone that was not knowing what he wanted in life. He seemed like he's a level-headed guy. You know what I mean? So, but she seems to be an interesting individual. This is 8 months ago. Okay, her and her friend. This is 8 months ago. This is 9 months ago.
Most definitely. Most
I'm-
definitely.
I don't know.
Or she's off her rocker.
So this is the one that was right after this is a year ago.
Yeah, she's been out there living her life.
And that's a reminder when somebody tries to bring you down for your purpose in life or something that you've always wanted to do and they discourage you, or people are saying that's a dumb idea, stupid idea, or you'll never, amount to anything when it comes to your purpose. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Oh, Molly, did you also have the other life too?
I used to vlog, was very like vlogger style, I should say.
I saw, like, I remember seeing
Yeah, I'm not. It's more so like.
But let me be very clear. She has 1,800 subscribers on YouTube. She has around 6,000 subscribers on like another platform and around 5,000 subscribers on Facebook. So she acts like she's some kind of like all this production right here looks to me and makes me feel like she is something. Okay, I do a podcast. I have 8,000 some subscribers over here on YouTube. Let me tell you, I got a laptop and a fucking microphone and a headset. That's it. That's all. Okay. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
So to me, this is like very, very wannabe-ish. There, you guys find it that way, or is it just because I've already got my mindset on something, you know?
Yep. And didn't I say to you? Yes. And didn't I say to you the other? Yeah. Remember when I said the other day that if your if you're acting like you're perfect, that's kind of when red flags should be drawn.
Well, yeah, the red flags for
'Cause
me
no one's
was
life is perfect.
no one's life is perfect. And let me tell you, as soon as the clothes and the dog went within the first week, I'm like, no, you don't feel it either, Peachy. Like she cares. It's very odd to me. Okay. You know, it's very odd to me. Very odd.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. If you didn't know about Pedro in the situation, would there still be red flags?
Oh, yeah. Bees are egotistical. I like that.
Yeah, egotistical. Yeah. I would never get rid of the dog. Like
It's
my
driving
hubby,
our neighborhood is going bonkers.
yeah, the neighborhood wants to know where Tyler is. And that's got everybody on high alert again in their neighborhood because she's moving in with another person, another boyfriend, allegedly. Hey, good God, Gertie, good to see you. So
And everybody's saying the dog was their red flag.
yeah, and everyone, oh,
We
in
wanna
your
know.
area, everybody's saying the dog was your red flag. 2 days you got rid of the dog. What was wrong with the dog? He was a pup, or she was a pup. What was wrong with the dog?
Yep.
I don't get that shit. I don't know.
And like I said, he was very nice and very well liked here.
Okay, Fly
Yep.
said whenever the brother said she wouldn't let them in the home,
Yep.
that was my red flag. Oh yeah, we forgot something
And that was
too.
his
Now,
everything.
now allegedly, what I heard was that there were 2 cleaning crews that came through and cleaned the home. Okay, allegedly. All right. Hey, hummingbird.
Creative,
Yes,
just like
that's what we've
Is that
heard.
right?
Yep.
Okay, I think she's. I think Dog Mom is behind it, but that's okay.
That day he went missing.
Oh, so the day he went missing? Whoa, the day he went missing, allegedly, some people came in to clean the house. I mean,
Yes.
what? No way.
I'm on
Not
delay
illegally.
again, it looks like.
Mm,
Yes, that with that day, the day he went missing. Yes. Yes.
Wow. Yeah, do you think there's a question? Do you think he didn't have close friends because she wouldn't let him? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. She seems to have a lot of friends now.
Yes, that day he went missing, we had heard 2 different companies came in that day.
That's suspicious as hell to me.
God, that'd be hard to answer. It's a good question. Yeah.
What Twisty say? She said, talk to the
I think he was very shy.
Yeah, I think that I think the brother might have said he was
Well, and
kind of shy
again,
too.
the cops have not really done much.
Yeah, the cops haven't really done a lot. And it's making it be two different, I don't know if they came in the same day, but
Maybe
I
we
know
should
that.
call in Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, Lord heavens, Dog the Bounty Hunter. Oh God.
Yeah,
Why
he's
don't- we
very
need to
shy.
call and have the water areas searched. You know?
Not vlogger face, like, hey guys, I just, so I'm kind of like how.
Okay. Looks like it was soft. You have to. One. I won't make you. I won't.
So this is like 9 months after he went missing, because it's, well, let me make sure the
Yeah,
date
we
here.
do have some water reservoirs by our house as well as a creek.
So this was March 10th, 2025. Okay, she's finding her voice again. This is what it's labeled. So he went missing on September 4th, 2024.
A little bit.
And this is the first video that she put up since that he went missing.
Okay. I'm scared though. You gonna put the sauce? Yeah, just put the sauce, girlfriend. Hey, we got her to try. The
6
shrimp.
months.
So that would be 6 months.
Yep, 6 months.
So there she was. Let's see what this video says about it.
Thank you for joining me for today's episode of Once Upon a Crime. Has been around since 2005.
There was
Its
one
focus
video
on
that I
making online
had.
video streaming available to everyone has made it wildly popular, especially among younger users. People under the age of 25 make up the majority of YouTube viewers who prefer video content over audio or
And
static
not
posts, like photos or
allowing
written
not
content.
allowing grandma to have any contact with the baby.
Yeah, there was a baby that they had together, and I don't know. I haven't spoke with the grandma. We did reach, and then just to be clear with you, the family is just not doing any stuff with the media right now. They're very sad. They're broken, as I could understand that. You know what I mean? But they do. Hey, good God, Gertie, I think she might be behind too. I do believe that their PI is working diligently on it. But also, like anybody else that we know that we've
They were
covered,
grieving.
the PI is having a hard time maybe dealing with the police. The police might not be forthcoming with information. You can't FOIA anything because it's an active investigation. I was wanting to know some information like, where's the 911 call? Did she call 911? When was the 911 call made? What does it sound like? What did she say? Had he been to the hospital? Was he on any medication? Like, I have all the questions, right? But I don't know when we're going to know, makes you want to shake the authorities and ask, what are you doing? Right. I'm so upset by this. And I didn't know him. I can't imagine how his friends and family feel. It's like, where is Tyler? No, he's missing. He's a producer. He was a businessman. He has a business.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is unfortunately, I think it's going to go cold.
Right? Oh man, I hope it doesn't go cold. I hope that they find him. I wish I could find that. Let me pull this down. There was a video I wanted to show you guys because the prank that was done was wild, right?
And
I'm
like I
pretty
said, I
sure.
didn't know him well, but just really a nice kid.
So I'm going to try to look again because I thought for sure you guys know how I create my handy dandy playlist. I'm like, did I not save that one video? I might not have because it is kind of graphic, but let me see if I can find it again. No, this isn't it. This is another lady that people did do commentary on it when it first happened.
Yeah, when I saw the brothers interview, it broke me.
Yeah. let me see if this is it, because it's like a whole thing about shooting a let me see. I wanted you guys to see that.
Yeah,
But
Angela
apparently,
Sparks, I'd be looking nonstop. So would I.
I would be looking nonstop as well. Okay. Here is a year after. I think it might be right here around here.
Gosh, every
somewhere.
time
But
I
it-
hear Greg, I just want to cry.
I know
Oh,
he was so
nonstop.
sad. He was so damn sad during that interview. It made me feel so sad for him. He's missing his brother, you know? And this was a year ago. There was one that a guy did a test if it would really work. Like,
I'd be interested to know like what everybody thinks like of her behavior that we've kind of shown so far. Like, yeah, he is grieving.
4 months ago, someone did another one. So, I mean, people are still sharing this information out about him, but there's no hide or hair of him, you know? There's just nothing.
What does everybody think of her demeanor so far?
Yeah, what does everybody think about her and the way she's acted? And where should police maybe stay focused? I would be talking to the dog to look for him, not rid of the. Right, Twist is not my place to judge another's grief, but what I've seen
I
of
mean,
her,
poof, like just poof.
It's insanity. It's insanity. But you guys think that anything will come of this? Do you think that maybe the police are working on evidence? But I don't think that they really did a thorough search of the house. I don't know. Hey, Cuddle Monster. She acts like she doesn't care, right? Suspicious to say the least. Yep. I think so too. Hey, Cuddle Monster. She appears to be self-centered and thinks she's God gift of mankind. And in Beezer's opinion, yeah, you guys will have to go over to Facebook and check out her her stuff on Facebook. It's underneath the name, same as a YouTube. She
Well,
probably
and
paid
by the
someone.
time, well, and remember, she had, we again allegedly, yep, yep, yep. And again, allegedly, she's had the carpets cleaned and house repainted inside, and didn't allow search dogs in for a couple months later.
That's
is what we all,
crazy.
the neighborhood, heard.
Yeah, so allegedly, now there have been some rumors out there. Now, what is Mona Lisa's parents? Are they still alive? Yes, they are. Allegedly, there is a parents, and the parents, one owns a little business there. The mom owns like a little coffee shop, allegedly. And the dad, the father, is a truck driver. So, I mean, not putting that accusations out there, but and the mother and Tyler's mother does not live there. His family does not live in that
Semi
that
truck driver.
area.
Yep.
Yeah, semi truck driver. So I mean, and he's not been found. So if someone was in psychosis,
Angela, very, very suspicious.
yeah. Right? Long haul trucker, South Dakota, heavily populated. I don't think it's a very heavily populated, and I don't think so. So, I mean, I don't, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. Everything's on the, and here's the deal. People need to understand that everything's on the table when there's a missing human. And you should expect people to look into you. It shouldn't be suspicious to you if someone's looking into
I
you
just
because you
don't
got a
believe
missing
the
relative.
psychosis thing. I really don't.
And as you heard, with Mona Lisa, she wasn't to be around firearms because of her 10
No,
years probation.
I mean, we're the yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'd say South Dakota is not heavily populated. So,
Very
yeah, he
interesting.
could be anywhere, like Chicky Chick said.
Yeah, he could be anywhere. He could be, I mean, here's the thing. He had no money. He had no phone. But I feel like if you guys look into this, you may see that it looks like to me that he had white things in his ears, but it could be, I don't know. But you need your phone to have to listen to anything. So, it's very suspicious to him to leave without the phone, especially whenever you're an influencer, you're social media dude. And we have our phones everywhere, damn near it. Okay. Very seldom do we not have our phones with us. I'm not an influencer by no shape of the form, but I do get messages a lot because I am do YouTube stuff. But for him, for his business, I just don't understand he wouldn't have had his phone. So very odd to me. The whole situation is very odd to me, and I hope that it doesn't go cold. I, want to put this up again because at the end, it's not about Mona Lisa. Her activity is very suspicious in my point of view. I'm not accusing anyone of doing anything, but this is still about the missing person, Tyler. Okay,
Well, and I
he's
think
the one
Greg
that's
said
missing.
that in the interview that he never left.
He never left without, like he never left without his phone. Yeah, Twisty. And they've looked. They just got to be more cameras that caught his movements yet. It's been some time since. Yeah, right. Like there was some footage of him walking, but it's like what corner was that?
Never. And Greg said that.
Yeah. I think at a certain corner is when this footage stopped, like picking him up anywhere. Yeah, there's no way no one caught it. Like, maybe they need to go back and ask everyone for if I don't know how long footage can be looked at until, I mean, now we're going on damn near in September, it'll be 2 years.
Yep. Marion Road. Yep. Yep. Holbrook and Marion Road.
Okay, so he was last seen on Holbrook and Marion Road. And there's cameras everywhere. Yeah, there's like, I don't know. I don't know if this is shoddy investigation work. I don't know if this is just a good cover up of what happened. I don't know. Stepdad was on the road the day he went missing. That's what I look.
It's sad, and
Mhm.
I in the worst way I want to find him and bring him home for them.
Yeah, and that's the point of the
Yes.
story, just to bring awareness. It's not to shame this lady, but whenever you see a red flag, you're gonna pay attention to the red flags. You know what I mean? And people that in any missing person case, the last person that's seen the missing person is suspect, in my opinion. You know, yeah, for me, taking all this stuff and getting rid of it is a super big red flag for me. Yeah, people just don't vanish. They don't vaporize, right, bees? Right, Chicky? They just don't just they're gone. They don't freaking just disappear, you know? And you don't get rid of things that suddenly unless you know for sure they're not coming back, right, Chicky? Like no.
Well, especially when stories change all the time.
Right? The stories have changed. So, it's unfortunate. But I don't know if I listen to my gut. The more facts, the better. Yeah, me too. I like to listen to the facts, but there's just not much to go on. We only know that he went missing. This is the clothing that he had on that day in this picture, the shoes. That's a picture of him. That's when he went missing. He did not have his phone. He did not have his
Yeah, I
wallet.
agree with Chicky. No compassion. She's had no compassion for her husband. So,
You know, yeah, crazy facts stay facts. Stories change when they're lying. Yep. Yep, I agree. Well, Dog Mama, I appreciate you coming on here and sharing this. You guys dig into this case. Okay. And if you guys want me to, if the family would ever want me to put out another statement, if they wanted me to keep looking into it or stay focused on something particular, they know how to get a hold of me and I will. But I think that, if you guys have social media, I'm going to make us a little like this maybe so you guys and take this down. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of that and maybe share it on your social medias. Um, just so, I mean, attention's good. Like having it out is good. Sharing the missing persons flyer is good. Um, there's never enough ways to put out a missing persons flyer, Even if he was having a psychotic episode, he wouldn't have just disappeared. What, right? That's me. I try to do it respectfully, Twisty, but you know me, I have a hard time, honey, because especially I'm like red flag. Oh no, or red flag. It's like we digging now. I know that
yes,
some of the
please
people in the
share.
chat will start digging into this and we'll bring it up again. We'll maybe hit this, once every couple weeks again and dig up some more information on it. Because to me, this is an important story, just like every missing person is important. Just because he's an older
And I
male.
don't. The video footage that day does not show psychosis.
No, I don't think that video that day shows psychosis. Or he may, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but for me, I don't, I'm not a doctor. It's just my opinion. But, and if anyone has like a missing story, I don't mind sharing people's stories out here. If it's a missing loved one,
I greatly appreciate you doing this again, and I know the family does as well.
yeah, I mean, it'll stay up. I won't remove it. If anyone, I don't have a large platform, but I'll be happy to share anybody's missing person, be an adult or a child. I don't think that missing men in America do not get the attention that they should. They always just assume that they just walked away from their family. And I listened to one of Mona Lisa Perez's videos and says, well, if he's out there, I hope he's living his best life. In my opinion, I don't think he walked away. In my opinion, I don't think he left his child that you had of his Mona Lisa. I don't think that was in his character. And I don't think he would have left his cell phone and his wallet, all of his identification, no clothing. All right. I don't, and his vehicle. He had a car. If he wanted, oh, see, now I'm going to back it up. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to back it up. Okay. If,
Yes.
you know what I mean? So for me, there's too many red flags. And the story that she was saying is like, well, I hope he's just loving life and he's okay. And, he's working out whatever he's got going on mentally. What? Like too monotone for me. Not like, hey, can you at least contact somebody in your family and say that you're okay? You know what I
And
mean, girl?
Chicky, that was his normal routine.
Yeah, that was his normal routine. He did it. What'd you say, Dog Mom? He walked 3 times a day or twice a day or something like that? Twisty. I think, well, he had that dog, that puppy he was training. So he was walking frequently. So, pardon my humor. I go there to release.
Crazy.
I know.
But that was his normal routine. He would go every day.
Yeah. So this was normal for him.
At least twice a day, every day. At least.
Yeah, she said at least 3 times a day, at least he would walk because he was walking his dog. He was training his pup. And so he was at least walking it. She's seen 3 times a day. Why would he not take his phone? That's a good question. So he wasn't out of his mind acting off like she's trying to say he was. I believe that there was a phone call with the family member the night before. And nothing seemed off. And the mother had just left the day before he went missing. The mom left the day before visiting
Not
the
to
new
leave the house
grandkid.
without his phone.
Mhm. Too many questions, man. Too many questions for me. Too many. And I would still be, even 2 years later, I would still be just going crazy to try to find my loved one. And I would keep the dog because that's the only thing, I would feel like I could to sit with and pet and relate with if that was my husband's dog. Like if my husband happened to my husband, he has got this little dog. I ain't getting rid of that doggone dog.
Yep.
Okay.
And said that her visit was a good visit and he was good.
Yeah. Weird. It's so weird. So yeah, you guys need to do some digging on this if you want to, if you guys want me to talk about it again, or if the family asks me to talk about it again and stay focused on something, I will. I have no problem doing it. If there's any information that comes out again, or anything that comes out, any new news, Dog Mom will let us know. And I'll
My
come up and
husband's
give you
dog
guys
would
an
be the
update.
last thing I'd get rid of.
Right? So, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad to me. Well, Dog Mom, I appreciate you coming up. I think I'm going to close the show, and I want to make sure everybody knows about April. We're going to go over to Palm Beach Island. We're going to start our series of the Epstein stuff, and we're starting there. That's where it began, right? I'm reached out to somebody that was a victim of Mr. Jerkface Epstein.
I appreciate everything. And you guys chat. Thank you.
Oh, she's still behind, but that's okay. I'll continue. So, and she lives in the area of West Palm or Palm Beach. So if she would like to speak with us, she's more than welcome, or give a statement, or maybe when we're in that area, say, hey, what were your feelings like?
I can't wait.
All of those things. So we're going to start there. Now, let me be clear about the baby stuff. I'm going to stay away from that because that's real heavy for me. I'm not going to do the baby stuff. It's deep, it's dark, and it's wild. Okay. I want to talk about obviously what happened, but that stuff, I just don't feel comfortable tapping into it yet. I may change my mind once we get into it. So, and Beezer's like, she's gonna boycott the Epstein stuff. So if you don't see Beezer, there was nothing wrong. She can't do it. But we're gonna speak with some people about the situation over there in Palm Beach Island. And we're gonna start right there. We're gonna do a live show from the street. Okay, we're gonna go live from that street, from the corner, as close as we can get. All right, and this is where it started. This is what it looks like. Can you imagine being a 13, 14, 15-year-old girl coming from, and we're gonna maybe start from there and take a drive. What is it? How the scenery changes. Okay, the intimidation. And why am I starting there? Because of the intimidation factor from coming from a modest home over to what I'm about to show you. Talk about intimidation. Okay, being 13, 14, 15, it's mind-blowing. We're going to do it right there live from the corner. So if you guys see that it's scheduled for like 7:30, that's just a to be announced time. It's going to be during the day. So I hope you guys join me for that. We're going to dive deep into all of the things except the babies. I'm too tender-hearted for that. I appreciate you guys coming over. If you want to screenshot this and share it on any of your social medias, please do so. I know that Tyler's family would be very grateful to getting the information out. Okay, so just share it, do your own search, and make your own opinion on anything that I ever share. We will be going into the files of Epstein files. We'll be looking into those, so everything that I say comes right from the DOJ. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way out, everybody. And until next time, make sure you take care of yourself. Take care of each other out here on these YouTube streets. And you know what? Wash your hands after you pee. Give Mother Tasha better. Peace.